Foundation. Please.
Board members ಯಾರಿಲ್ಲ.
Thank you, sir. I request Madam Dr. J.V. Goud to come on to the stage. Please, madam. Just get her.
Very good evening to all the respected members of Dr. J.V. Goud Education and Research Foundation, respected teachers and all the students of UAS Dharwad. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite imagination and install love of learning. Today, we all have gathered here to celebrate the birth anniversary of Dr. J.V. Goud sir, the first Honorable Vice Chancellor of the esteemed University of Agricultural Sciences Dharwad, the one who has laid the foundation of this university, inspired many scientists and students towards the bright future. I, Devika Prabhu of Junior MSc in the Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding, take this honor to welcome you all to the first Foundation Day in the memory of Dr. J.V. Goud sir. I request everyone to stand up proudly for the university song.
ಹಸಿರೆ ಕರೆವ ಉಸಿರೆ ಹರಿವ ನೀರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾತೆ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಸಸ್ಯ ಕಾಶಿ ಗೀತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾತೆಯೇ ಸಸ್ಯ ಕಾಶಿ ಗೀತೆಯೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾತೆಯೇ ಸಸ್ಯ ಕಾಶಿ ಗೀತೆ ಹರಿದ್ವರ್ಣಗಳ ಶ್ಯಾಮಲೆ ಬೇವಕಹಿ ಪೇಡೆ ಸಿಹಿ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಸಂಗೀತ ಶಾಲ್ಮಲೆ
ಎರೆ ಮಣ್ಣು ಮಣಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಒಣವೆ ಸಾಯದಿ ಮಾಗಿದ ಹಣ್ಣು ಬಯಲನಾಡು ಬೆಳವಲ ಬೀಡು
ಘಟ್ಟದಡಿ ಹುಡಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಕಾದ ಬಿಸಿಲು ಸುರಿವ ಮಳೆ ದೇವಗೊಂಡ ಚಳಿಯ ದಿಗಿಲು ತೇಗಗೊಂಗೆ ಹುಣಸೆ ಜಾಲಿ ಬಿದಿರು ಬೆಳೆ ಕಂಡ ಮುಗಿಲು
ನೆಲವ ಹರಗಿ ಹೆಂಟೆ ಕರಗಿ ಕಪ್ಪು ಸಾಲು ಹಬ್ಬಿ ಹೊನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆ
ಕಾಳು ಬೇಳೆ ಬೆಲ್ಲ ತೈಲ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಸೆದೆ ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯ ತುಂಬಿದಿರೆ
ಹಾಲು ಹೈನು ಕಾಡು ಜೇನು ಜೋಳ ಮೆಕ್ಕೆ ಜೋಳ ಗೋಧಿ ಹಲಸು ಮೆಣಸು ಕಡಲೆ ಹತ್ತಿ ಆಟ ಪಾಠ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ
ಹಸಿರೆ ಕರೆವ ಉಸಿರೆ ಹರಿವ ನೀರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾತೆ. ಧಾರವಾಡ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಸಸ್ಯ ಕಾಶಿ ಗೀತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾತೆಯೇ ಸಸ್ಯ ಕಾಶಿ ಗೀತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾತೆಯೇ ಸಸ್ಯ ಕಾಶಿ ಗೀತೆ.
Thank you, everyone. To start our gathering with the moment of blessing, I invite my friend Shweta to perform invocation song.
ಶರಣು ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ವಿದ್ಯ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ವಿದ್ಯ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ತನಯ ಮೂರುತಿ ಶರಣು ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಶರಣು ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ವಿದ್ಯ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ನಿಖಿಲ ನೇತ್ರನೆ ದೇವಿ ಸುತನೆ ನಾಗಭೂಷಣ ಪ್ರಿಯನೆ ತಟಿಲತಾಂಕಿತ ಕೋಮಲಾಂಗನೆ ಕರ್ಣಕುಂಡಲಧಾರನೆ ಶರಣು ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ವಿದ್ಯ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ಭಟ್ಟಮೂರ್ತಿನ ಪದಕಹಾರನೆ ಬಾಹುಹಸ್ತ ಚತುಷ್ಟನೆ ಇಟ್ಟ ತೊಡುಗೆಯ ಹೇಮ ಕಂಕಣ ಪಾಶ ಅಂಕುಶಧಾರನೆ ಶರಣು ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ವಿದ್ಯ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ಕೂಕ್ಷಿ ಮಹಲಂಬೋಧರನೆ ಈಕ್ಷು ಚಾಪನ ಗೆಲಿದನೆ ಪಕ್ಷಿವಾಹನ ಸಿರಿ ಪುರಂಧರ ವಿಠಲನ ನಿಜದಾಸನೆ ಶರಣು ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ವಿದ್ಯ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ತನಯ ಮೂರುತಿ ಶರಣು ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಶರಣು ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ವಿದ್ಯ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ವಿದ್ಯ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ವಿದ್ಯ ಪ್ರದಾಯಕ.
Thank you for the melodious song. I now respectfully invite Dr. O. Sridevi Madam, Vice President of the Foundation and Dean Agri College of Agriculture, Dharwad, to extend a formal welcome to Chief Guest and other dignitaries of the Foundation and to kindly introduce the Chief Guest of the evening.
Good evening, everybody. I welcome all the dignitaries present on the dais and off the dais for the first Foundation Day lecture in the memory of Dr. JV, our beloved teacher, and first Vice Chancellor of University of Agriculture Sciences, Dharwad, Dr. JV Goud. So none of us expected that today will be, this lecture will be done in the absence of Dr. J.V. Goud. But so yes, at least I and all of us feel that somewhere he is present and he is attending this particular lecture. So I take this opportunity to welcome our today's chief guest, Dr. B.M. Prasanna. He is a distinguished scientist and regional director of CIMMIT for Asia. So I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.L. Patil, sir, to welcome him with a bouquet. I also take this opportunity to welcome our today's president of this function, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.L. Patil, and I request Dr. B.R. Patil to welcome him with a bouquet. I welcome Srimati Sushila Goud, wife of Dr. J.V. Goud, and I request Dr. Sumangala Bhatt to welcome her with a bouquet. I take this opportunity to welcome our members of Board of Regents. I request Dr. Srinivas Desai to welcome Sri Ravi Maliger with a bouquet. I also welcome Sri Basavaraj Kundgolmat, and I request Srinivas Desai to welcome him. I also welcome Sri Veeran Gowda Police Gowda, and I request Dr. Srinivas Desai to welcome him. I also welcome Srimati Parvati Kurle, and I now take this opportunity to welcome our former Vice Chancellor, UAS Dharwad, Dr. D.P. Biradar sir, and former officers of this university, Dr. Alagwadi sir, Dr. Parmeshwarappa sir, R. Parmeshwarappa sir, and I take this opportunity to welcome our beloved Director of Research, Dr. B.D. Biradar from UAS Dharwad, and Dr. J.S. Hilli, Dean Agri Hanumanmatti, and former Dean of Agriculture College Dharwad, Dr. V.S. Patil, and all the members of J.V. Goud Education and Research Foundation, and staff of UAS Dharwad, and my beloved students. I welcome you all once again for this Foundation Day lecture. I am really honored to introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. B.M. Prasanna, and my teacher at IRI, New Delhi. I'm really honored, sir, to introduce you. And this is only brief thing which I'm going to tell. So he is actually present CIMIT Distinguished Scientist and Regional Director for Asia. He did his BSc Agri from Bapatla, APAU, and then later he joined for MSc at IRI, New Delhi, and continued there for PhD also, and during both MSc and PhD, he was a gold medalist at IRI. And he joined as a ARS scientist during 1991 and served as scientist up to 1998. Later, from 98 to 2005, he worked as senior scientist at Division of Genetics, New Delhi, and then continued as maize program leader and principal scientist, again ICR IRA at New Delhi. And he guided 14 PhD students and 6 MSc students, including students from India, Iran, Ethiopia, Vietnam, and Sri Lanka in a span of from 1991 to 2010. During this period only, he was Indian team leader for EmbryoNet, that is Asia Maize Biotechnology Network, a collaborative program funded by Asian Development Bank and implemented by CIMIT in 6 Asian countries: China, India, Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, and Thailand. This is between 98 and 2005. He was also ICR National Fellow at Division of Genetics, IRA, New Delhi, from 2005 to 2010. Later, in 2010, he joined as Director, Global Maize Program, CIMMIT, and member of CIMMIT Leadership Team, based in Nairobi, Kenya, and successfully led a multidisciplinary team of 35 internationally recruited scientists and more than 200 staff, locally recruited staff in Africa, Latin America, and Asia. And during this time, his focus was on maize breeding and seed systems, particularly development and deployment of elite, high-yielding, stress-resilient, and nutritionally enriched maize varieties, and also application of novel tools and technologies for enhancing genetic gains and breeding efficiency, and rapidly responding to various threats affecting the food security and livelihoods of maize smallholders in the global south. At present, he is a member of Board of Directors of Quali Basic Seed Company representing CIMMIT, and of course we know that he was Director CGIR Research Program Maize led by CIMMIT and implemented in partnership with IITA and more than 350 research and development organizations worldwide. So coming to his, some of the awards and recognitions he had, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan Award for Leadership in Agriculture, awarded by the Trust for Advancement of Agriculture Sciences in 2024, and Shanghai Magnolia Silver Award, awarded by Shanghai Government, People's Republic of China in 2024, CIMMIT Distinguished Scientist since 2024, member International Advisory Committee of HAU China, Fellow of National Academy of Agriculture Sciences India, Fellow of Indian Society of Genetics and Plant Breeding, ICR National Fellow, Dr. B.P. Pal Award of IRA New Delhi, Dr. Joginder Singh Memorial Award by Indian Society of Genetics and Plant Breeding, Best Teacher Award of ICR IRA India, Dr. B.C. Deb Memorial Award for Popularization of Science during 88th session of Indian Science Congress at New Delhi, FAO Fellowship at University of California, Berkeley, member committee for midterm review of ICR constituted by the Planning Commission, Government of India, member extent variety recommendation committee for registration of extent varieties under PPV FRA, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India, special invitee subgroup on adoption and generation of relevant technologies and their dissemination to the farmers constituted by Planning Commission, Government of India, member Scientific Advisory Committee of the Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostics, Hyderabad. He has published over 230 research articles in international journals of repute. He has Google Scholar H Index 73 and Scopus H Index 59. He authored or edited 30 books or technical manuals and authored over 60 book chapters. This is the only biodata which is, but actually it is more than what I have read. So I am really honored, sir, to welcome you for this particular function. I am more happy because he was our teacher, very good teacher. That's why when I was reading Best Teacher Award, he definitely deserve that award. So once again, I welcome you, sir, and I also welcome all of you for this first Foundation Day lecture. Thank you.
I request Dr. Manjula Madam to welcome Dean Agri Madam. I request Dr. N.K. Naidu sir to welcome Dr. B.R. Patil sir, Professor and Head of Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding and General Secretary of the Foundation. As the symbol of enlightenment, we would be delighted if our dignitaries would kindly light the lamp to begin the event. ಅಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೂ ಮುಗ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. I request all the dignitaries to offer floral tributes to Dr. J.V. Goud, sir. I wholeheartedly welcome all the family members of Dr. J.V. Goud, sir, and I also welcome the wife of our Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Sir, I request all the students, disciples of Dr. Goud sir, to come over to the dais and offer the floral tributes to the departed former Vice Chancellor, first Vice Chancellor of UAS Dharwad.
Thank you, dignitaries. I take immense pride to invite the respected chief guest, Dr. B.M. Prasanna sir, CIMIT Distinguished Scientist and Regional Director for Asia. We are very eager to listen genetic innovation contributing to plant breeding revolution from you, sir. Over to you, sir. Sir, would you like to operate it on your own or somebody operates, that's okay, sir.
If I can operate, that would be great. If there is a forward button, no, but otherwise leave it. Respected Shushila Madam, the family of Dr. J.V. Goud sir, distinguished dignitaries, both on and off the dais. I am particularly grateful to the Vice Chancellor of this esteemed university who provided this opportunity for me to give this talk. It's indeed heartbreaking for me when I heard about the news of Dr. J.V. Goud's sudden demise. I was expecting to give this talk in his benign presence, but fate was completely different, and I was really shattered to suddenly hear the news of his demise. I would focus on a topic which is undoubtedly closer to his heart, that is genetic innovations and how to contribute to plant breeding and to the farmers' welfare. I would like to start with a tribute to Dr. J.V. Goud. Besides, of course, UAS Dharwad, another connection with Dr. J.V. Goud is the Indian Agricultural Research Institute. The Division of Genetics at IARI is also the alma mater of Dr. J.V. Goud. He was perhaps the 12th or 13th student of Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. Swaminathan started guiding students in 1958, and Dr. J.V. Goud was his student in 1966. He proved to be a very worthy student of Dr. Swaminathan and contributing passionately to teaching. More importantly, I hear from so many people about how principled Dr. J.V. Goud has been throughout his life. I'm sure, as Sridevi remarked, he is here attending this event. I'm sure that his heart and his spirit is very much with us today. He is regarded as an educator par excellence. He shaped the careers of several generations of scientists over a period of time, as well as the growth of agricultural research and education in the country. So I recollect Harriet Martineau's wonderful quotation: "What office is there which involves more responsibility, which requires more qualifications, and which ought therefore to be more honorable than that of teaching? There is no other office than that." And that is the passion through which Dr. Goud performed throughout his life. His inseparable bond with this university is recognized by people here in this hall, as well as several others who are perhaps listening to this event and to this lecture. But beyond being an excellent teacher and an educator par excellence, he was a fantastic guide. More than 50 MSc and 25 PhD students in a lifetime is definitely not a joke. 75 students, imagine. It is not at all conceivable that somebody can guide 50 MSc and 25 PhD students. That shows how much of passion he has for mentoring students, for making them. And many of the colleagues who are in this auditorium, outside the auditorium, were his students, one way or other. Many of my colleagues at IRA, Dr. S.R. Bhatt, Dr. K.V. Bhatt, here in this university in Karnataka, Dr. P.M. Salimat, Dr. Viraktamat, many colleagues, including my own student here, Sridevi, was perhaps his last student, girl student, and I'm so glad to hear from her yesterday the passion with which she was recollecting her association with Dr. J.V. Goud. Dr. Goud's PhD thesis at IRA, which was awarded in 1965, was on studies on the frequency and spectrum of viable and micro-mutations induced by some physical and chemical mutagens in the varieties, bread wheat varieties. He later on, once he came to this university, did fantastic studies on wheat monosomics, on Asiatic cottons, on cytological studies on sorghum, and an array of crops, including chili. He continued to do also mutagenesis in crops like safflower, and he has contributed to the breeding and deployment of several new crop varieties in sorghum, paddy, finger millet, cowpea, chili, tobacco, sugarcane. He was undoubtedly one of the eminent cytogeneticists this country has produced. And he had pioneering contributions to plant cytogenetics at a time when linkage maps were constructed laboriously. Dr. Goud has made enormous contributions in establishing linkage maps of several crops. He is widely fluorescence in situ hybridization, the fish. By the way, Dr. Goud also taught not just classical cytogenetics, but he also taught molecular cytogenetics. He also taught molecular genetics. And today, molecular cytogenetics is revolutionizing the field of both human, animal, and plant genetics by visualizing specific DNA sequences in the chromosomes, linking molecular data with chromosomal structure and function, more precise analysis of chromosomes and their components, and linking cell biology, genetics, molecular biology, and genomics. If Dr. Goud would have been born in this era, he would have been really so excited, because cytogenetics is now linking a number of disciplines, is contributing to evolutionary studies, analysis of phylogenetic relationships, speciation mechanisms, crop improvement, and even genotoxicity studies. In West Bengal, when arsenic poisoning is going up, which is the first discipline that people go to in terms of analysis of human mutations and human abnormalities, it is cytogenetics. Cytogenetics is the foundation to analyze the cytotoxicity that is happening increasingly in some parts of the country, whether it is arsenic or selenium for that matter. Plant breeders now have a different set of challenges and opportunities. This is a graphic from International Seed Federation that came up some 2 years back. where they are talking about three major challenges to plant breeders. How to stabilize and increase yields despite a changing climate. How to maximize resource use efficiency, be it water, land, or nutrients. How to withstand the pressure, increasing pressure of pests and diseases with fewer crop inputs. Today I was looking at the excellent Institute of Organic Farming here in this center, in this university. They are producing tremendous products, eco-friendly biofertilizers, biopesticides, that will be the future in terms of tackling the challenges of transboundary as well as existing pests and diseases. So when I go to international fora, I talk about these four major issues that today's plant breeding community needs to address: climate resilience, improving productivity, increasing input use efficiency, and enhancing end-use quality. If plant breeders contribute to these four major areas, we will revolutionize agricultural research and development together with other disciplines, undoubtedly. Molecular tools, they are now 4 decades old, and they have a profound impact on genetics and plant breeding. I'm sure Dr. Goud must be following what are all the developments that have been happening over the last 4 decades. Today, there is no field in genetics that is not impinged by molecular tools, be it population genetics and evolution, plant development, genetic diversity, quantitative genetics, structure and function of genomes, or how to accelerate breeding to deal with climate resilience or end-use quality traits or productivity or other important traits of interest. Diverse genotyping platforms have been established over the last 10 to 15 years. Low density markers, medium density, high density. Today, the cost of genotyping a sample is much lesser than the cost of producing 1 row of a crop like maize. It is less than 1 row of a maize crop. Imagine the degree to which molecular tools have evolutionized today. That is undoubtedly the greatest technological advance that has happened. And beyond all this, in plant breeding, diversity is the bedrock. If you don't have diversity, there is no plant breeding. And these are the kind of Mexican maize land races. I am fortunate to lead the CIMMYT's Global Maize Program for 15 long years, the longest ever served by any program director at CIMMYT. And that is, I would consider that as a great honor, not just for me, for India. And today, the longest eared maize, 45 centimeters long, 45 centimeters long, ear is produced in a belt called Jalisco in Mexico. You look at this, every year we conduct competition for the Mexican maize farmers. Which farmer grows this longest eared Hala maize? It's pronounced as Hala, but it is written as J-A-L-A. There is nothing like that anywhere in the world. Similarly, there are Tuxpanos, there are Caribbean land races, there are purple maize land races which are still grown. You can, if you go to Mexico, you can eat purple tortillas. Purple tortillas, they are rich in antioxidants, and they are a delicacy there in Mexico. Is that diversity just limited to Mexico? No. As a national fellow, I intensively traveled around northeastern Himalayan region and collected land races from Sikkim, from Manipur, from Meghalaya, from Nagaland. And this is a unique land race called Sikkim Primitive. Each node of maize plant will have a ear. Can you believe it? There are 6 to 9 ears on a single plant. This is particularly grown in Sikkim. And farmers grow these different types of maize land races, including, this is called Gadbade Makai, means some gadbad has happened in Makai. So something has mixed with something. So there are different types of Makai. So in the same way, whether you are in maize, rice, or wheat, or any crop, please explore, characterize, and utilize that diversity. Henry Poincare gave a powerful quotation. The scientist does not study nature because it is useful. He or she studies it because he or she delights in it. he or she delights in it because it is beautiful. If nature were not beautiful, it would not be worth knowing. And if nature were not worth knowing, life would not be worth living. That means our soul institutions like UAS, Dharwad, Bangalore, Raichur, and true to that spirit, we offered Raichur, and true to that spirit, we offered DH development for a number of AICRP maize and two populations from Dharwad, we generated 288 DH lines. So this is going to 88 DH lines. So this is going to be the mainstay of maize breeding in the years to come. How to develop mainstay of maize breeding in the years to come. How to develop genetically breeding strategies and develop climate resilient varieties not in 15 to 20 years. Develop climate resilient varieties not in 15 to 20 years, but just within a span of 6 to 7 years. The ability to accurately phenotype means how to unravel the differences among different germplasm entries through reliable technologies. Look at this wonderful picture from Kiboko in Kenya, where we have a managed drought stress screening facility. We evaluate every year thousands of germplasm entries under drought stress, managed drought stress. And you can see here a drought susceptible hybrid and a drought tolerant hybrid side by side. The drought tolerant hybrid will yield at least 8 to 9 tons per hectare under severe drought stress, whereas look at this hybrid, it's finished. It will hardly yield even 500 kgs per hectare. This capacity to unravel the phenotypic differences among germplasm entries, every institution needs to develop, especially for climate resilient traits like drought, heat stress, low nitrogen stress, waterlogging stress, diseases, insect pests. If we do not have that facility, you will not be able to breed effective crop varieties for the future. And now, thanks to the drone technologies, the sensor technologies, using proximal and remote sensing, you can even characterize these field phenotypes within a matter of minutes. You can profile which genotype is drought tolerant or susceptible through drone images. And we do this routinely in the CIMMYT's maize breeding programs. Molecular markers, somebody was asking, at CIMMYT, do you have a separate breeding pipeline for conventional or a separate for molecular breeding? No. Every variety that we have generated, more than 450 varieties, every variety has some molecular component, some marker-assisted selection, or genomics-assisted selection or genomic prediction. So there is no difference whatsoever between conventional breeding and molecular breeding. And we have a systematic process of how to discover, validate, and deploy molecular markers for traits like disease resistance, high provitamin A, tar spot complex resistance, and so on. For complex traits like drought, heat, waterlogging in an array of crops, you cannot detect molecular markers. You have to go for what we call genomic prediction, which can reduce your breeding program drastically, 30 to 40%, what we call cost saving, and cost of breeding pipelines reduces 30 by 40%, and twice increase in genetic gains. Besides on-station testing, one important thing which UAS Dharwad can also do is establishing extensive on-farm testing. On-farm testing not after the varieties are released. On-farm testing as the last step of your breeding pipeline, so that the best products coming out of on-station testing can be extensively tested first in the farmers' fields, and then you take the choices, preferences of the farmers, and use the data together with on-station data as to which varieties need to be promoted. So when I joined CIMMYT, it was hardly 100 on-farm sites we used to evaluate in Eastern and Southern Africa. Today, you'll be surprised to know that there are more than 2,000 on-farm sites on which we evaluate each of our products that come into stage 5. Same is the case with Asia and Latin America. What is the purpose of this whole thing? You are analyzing not only genotype by environment, by management, you are also analyzing their interactions with the socio-economic.
Third prize goes to Harshita and Chinmay. Third prize goes to Harshita and Chinmay. Our next competition is elocution. The topic was privatization and of agriculture, education, boon or bane. So the first prize goes to Miss Kavya from Pathology Department. First prize elocution goes to Kavya from Pathology Department. Kavya from Pathology Department.
She is coming.
Okay. No, sir, both. Yes. Second prize goes to Devika Prabhu from GPB. Devika Prabhu from GPB, second prize. Third prize goes to Kalyan from Agronomy Department. Kalyan from Agronomy Department. So I am thankful to judges, Dr. Chandragi sir, Dr. Munyamani and Shekarappa for elocution competition. The next competition on essay, the topic was role of classical and molecular cytogenetics in present day plant breeding. Role of classical and molecular cytogenetics in present day plant breeding. So Dr. Katigeri sir was the judge for this competition, and the prizes goes to first prize Miss Lily Grace. First prize goes to Lily Grace. Second prize goes to Arkayan Chakraborty from GPB. Arkayan Chakraborty. Third prize goes to Mr. Ashwant KS. The final competition is very close to Dr. Goud's heart, that is slide preparation. Slide preparation. Here, Manjula Maralapnor and Sumangala Bhatt were the judges, and also mentored by Dr. Sridevi. First prize goes to Miss Zia, showing prophase stages of meiosis.
She is absent.
Zia. Second prize goes to Sahala for showing metaphase of the meiosis. Sahala for showing metaphase of the meiosis. First prize, that is a prophase. So, second prize Sahala, metaphase. And third prize goes to Miss Harshita. Third prize goes to Miss Harshita for showing telophase. Telophase of the meiosis. Third prize. Okay, thank you for the judges. Thank you for the dignitaries. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. I wholeheartedly thank Dr. Chandragi sir, Dr. Shekarappa sir, Dr. Mundinmani sir, disciples of Dr. J.V. Goud sir, and Dr. N.K. Naidu sir, Assistant Professor of Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding, to conduct these events. I now take distinct honor in inviting Honorable Vice Chancellor UAS Dharwad, Dr. P.L. Patil Sir, to deliver the presidential address.
Good evening to everyone. So on the occasion of first Foundation Day lecture in the memory of Dr. J.V. Goud sir, it's my proud privilege to be here with you. Chief guest on this occasion, Dr. B.M. Prasannaji, distinguished scientist of CIMIT and regional director for Asia, Madam Sushila Devi Goud, members of Board of Management, Sri Ravi Maliger, Sri Basuraj Kundgol, and also Srimati Parvati Kurle just left. Vice President of the Foundation and Dean Agri, the most favorite student of Dr. J.V. Goud and the last student of Dr. J.V. Goud, Dr. Sridevi, Secretary of the Foundation and Head of the Department, Dr. B.R. Patil, all the most close friends and the batchmates and colleagues of Dr. J.V. Goud sir, respected Dr. Parmeshwarappa sir, Dr. Nalvadi sir, and also so many former officers, Dr. Velagwadi sir, former Vice Chancellor, Dr. D.P. Biradar, all the students and colleagues of Dr. J.V. Goud who are assembled here, again to pay our respects and tribute to this great soul. Also, the family members of Dr. J.V. Goud, especially Sri Vijay Kumar, Sangeeta, and granddaughter, I forgot name. I'm sorry. Nandita. Also, all the invitees, including my wife, dear students. Really, it was paining to me to attach the first foundation lecture. It was scheduled actually to attach the phrase in the memory of Dr. J.V. Goud. Really, as our chief guest expressed, he was very much enthusiastic to present before his thought-provoking talk in front of Dr. J.V. Goud and to seek his blessings. And of course, he has got his blessings, even though if he is not here, his soul is very much in this auditorium. He used to sit on the first row with Madam always for any of the program. So in these 2 years, we have organized these memorial lectures, several 12 memorial lectures we have introduced. 12 into 2, 14 he never missed. All the memorial lectures and all the important programs of the university, he used to be there at least half an hour before. At least half an hour before to the program with Madam always. And so we are feeling his absence and felt his absence just a few days before when we were organizing Professor Kallolgi Memorial Lecture, Dr. Nalwadi sir pinpointed the one important dignitaries we are missing today. That was the first program after his departure from this world. So really, we miss this great visionary and teacher and guiding force to all of us. On this occasion, the lecture that you have presented, so really, it is an honor and tribute to Dr. J.V. Goud sir. So hope now his soul will rest in peace. He must have listened this lecture from the heaven. Definitely, his soul will rest in peace, and we pray in God to rest his soul in peace. Sir, your lecture is thought-provoking. You have started your talk in paying tribute to the great teacher, a fascinating teacher, a principled person. Like that, you have started your talk with the quote, Harriet. And as a tribute to Dr. J.B. Goud sir, you have recalled his contributions, who was guided about 75 students, 50 MSc and 25 students, and you have appreciated that. So that's what his the capacity to motivate and to guide the students that we have seen. And you have also recalled his PhD work, guided by Dr. Swaminathan in IARI. So I think Dr. Swaminathan was his guide for PhD and also postdoctorate maybe. And he is a great contributor in the field of cytogenetics. Then you have taken to the world of the maize breeding. So there you have presented the different aspects about the improvement of breeding. So you have suggested the several aspects during course of your talk. The several topics like epigenetics. So I don't want to repeat all those things. And you have called upon our scientists to test the pipeline hybrids or varieties on the farmers' fields so that they will be popularized and picked up by the farming community. And the productivity in any of the crops can be achieved so easily. And you have indicated the strength of UAS Dharwad in the seed system, and you have suggested the transformation of seed system to a greater extent. Thank you very much, sir, for your thought-provoking talk. I don't want to talk much at this point of time. I really thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for sparing your valuable time and also readily accepting for the change in the date also. Actually, it was scheduled yesterday because of the holidays. We have scheduled such a busy man, the director of entire Asia in the maize and wheat system. So he spared almost 3 days for us, yesterday, today and tomorrow. And he has witnessed the important contributions of our visionaries through the so-called our Center of Excellences, Biotechnology Center, Seed System, then Institute of Organic Farming, both the laboratory as well as field, and he has appreciated and really So he told that such of the facilities are not there in any of the universities in the country. Thanks to our visionary leaders who gave all these facility to UAS Dharwad, and I request the next leaders to continue these to take the Center of Excellences further for the benefit of the farming community. So I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity, and also I thank everyone for making it too convenient to attend this program. So this is the only foundation established when the person is alive. So hope the soul is also satisfied with this, and this is how we gave respect to our own teacher, who is responsible in shaping our lives. So this will be a continuous tradition to organize this Foundation Day lecture on every year 31st March. So I request the family members to make it convenient to attend this program, and also the organizers to continue to organize this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Yes, indeed. Dr. J.V. Goud, sir, will be celebrating in heaven today. And it's our duty to uphold the legacy of such a great legend. As we come to the end of the event, I request Dr. B.R. Patil, sir, Professor and Head of Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding and General Secretary of Dr. J.V. Goud Education and Research Foundation, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's my duty to thank the chief guest of the day, Dr. Prasanna, sir. Some time back, if I remember, I had proposed to our Vice Chancellor that we call somebody from climate. But then the wish of Dr. J.V. Goud was that it should be some eminent geneticist. And you fit the bill, sir, today. For your excellent presentation covering the entire aspects of genetics, mutation, and apart from that, genomics, and even including AI, etc. Thank you very much for the excellent presentation. I take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, who has been the biggest force in the establishment of this foundation. Some time back, probably 1 week back, when I had completed the printing of the invitation cards, completed the invitation card and sent it to the Honorable Vice Chancellor. And when I completed that, he said that you will have to meet him tomorrow and then invite him for the function. But after I took my bath, maybe half an hour, I just came and saw the message, the very sad message of my entire life, that he was no more. Could not believe my eyes that I'm seeing such a message. But then, the visionary, the leader he was, the teacher he was, cannot be forgotten at all. Such a leader, such an excellent teacher, we missed him. Some time back, probably one of the dailies, it was also written by the Art of Living Kolimat, if I remember very well, sir, that Dr. P.L. Patil, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, was very fortunate to establish foundation in the name of Dr. J.V. Goud. And it's only some of the special persons who have the opportunity to establish such a foundation. It also writes that there is a karmic relationship between you and your teacher, that you had the opportunity to establish such a foundation. So we congratulate you, sir. You have been the biggest force. You have been the biggest force in establishing this foundation and then carrying it forward also. And utterly, I'll be failing in my duties if I don't take the name